What's up, y'all? It's your boy Tay Day All Day, back again with another episode. Thank you guys all for listening in. Today, I'm just want to talk to you guys just for a few minutes about what's been going on. How has life been treating you? How are you staying sane, really, while you've been cooped up in the house? This isn't just a state-to-state thing. This is countrywide. This is globally happening. And I want to know what all you viewers think of what's going on with the coronavirus, how it came about, just a little information based on it. So I got a father that works in, he's moved up now, but he used to be the manager over the janitorial supplies and people, and he was telling me that, most people don't know that coronavirus is something that's been used within cleaning gear. So, and I believe that that the coronavirus has something to do with the cleaning supplies, because a lot of things that causes us to get sick are usually plastered on the back of our containers that we pay no attention to. Information that the manufacturer gives us in our manuals and all that stuff that we don't use, that we don't pay no attention to. And it's crazy that they call it the coronavirus. I don't know how they are attached. This is just my assumption on the factor that, my dad was just educating me on that the coronavirus is, it's a chemical that's been used for a while, but now it's something that's killing people. I'm just curious on how, other than someone saying that, okay, this guy ate a bat over in China. It came from China or Asia, wherever it came from. What kind of chemicals did it, get mixed with for it to be called the coronavirus, if the coronavirus already been around? Some people believe that the coronavirus is something that happens every election year. There was a list of different epidemics or pandemics, however the guys call it now today, where, like Ebola, all these big old different viruses that are kicking in during election time. And we're just trying to figure out why, because there's so many different speculations on what's going on. And people are like, man, how is it spreading so quickly out of nowhere? And I'm not sure. And some people also be like, well, some people say that there's some type A, don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard. Rumors say that there's type A people that don't get it, but they can spread it. So I'm not assuming that I'm a type A, because I believe a different story with my life, because I believe that whenever I was back in December, and right there around Christmas time, my whole family ended up getting sick. Excuse me. And I don't understand why, because I haven't been sick in years. I mean, like close to a decade or more. And all of a sudden, I get sick for about a week and a half. But before that, my girlfriend's son, he gets sick because he said, well, when he went over to spend the night over his grandma's house. Grandma has a couple of kids that she's watching, and one of the kids there was sick. So, thinking this normal sickness, maybe a flu. He gets it. He brings it home. I get it. Girlfriend don't get it until later on. Maybe they say it's between 2 and 14 days. So later down the road, she ended up getting sick. And then my dad ended up getting sick And they saying symptoms and stuff probably won't show up, early on. So it's Christmas holidays time. So you're going to see family members, Thanksgiving and Christmas, New Year's, all those things right next to each other. So you got all these things going on and not knowing that how serious something could be. And we all get sick around the same time. I mean, like within a month of apart from each other. All sick, one after another. So my dad and his family got sick. Me and my girl and her son got sick. And we're just kind of like, oh man, that sucks. You just got sick, whatever. Then the whole emergency situation with coronavirus starts blowing up social media. And you all know that we all pay too much attention to social media. So that's why, social media is like in your face. The most aggressive type of influence that we all get today. Plastering something on the news, and it needs to really be more carefully handled, because for example, school shootings, that stuff, people watch it, it gets spread around, and you got people that feel the same way. They can relate to the school shooter, why they did it. They take interest in it, and they take it to their own hands. And it's sick, but yes, you have many people out here that become fans of another that killed people because they felt the same way, or they were getting treated the same way. So the idea of is that, what is the coronavirus? It's the people, we all have speculation saying that the coronavirus is a disease that our government put on us. Coronavirus is a disease that came from a different country, and it's their fault. We want to point the finger, and it's crazy how we always say, be the bigger man. Come on now, you gotta be the bigger man. But your president does not believe in that. Your president believes that war is the only action that we have to take to get things done with, and get things to cease to exist, to stop violence, all that type of stuff. You got to fight violence with violence. It doesn't really believe in no violence. And that's, you take it or leave it, however you want to look at it. There's great things that he's done, and there's a lot of poor things that he's done. Just like any other president. I don't care too much about the president. I care more about the people that are actually making the decisions, not who's the face of the decisions. That's why he pretty much can get and do whatever he wants because of that. And most people don't pay attention to that. They looking at the president. No, they're just the face. You gotta go back to your government, learn about the government, legislative. Talk about the Congress, talk about the executive. We got to talk about the presidential. Those different areas will tell you. Learn more about those areas. Executive, legislative, and the presidential